Yep.
I don't see it, John. I don't see it.
Ooh. Oh, it's still coming out, though.
Let me go ahead and get this thing up out of here.
It's set up for you, though, Gene. Oh no, that's a tough shot.
So the other thing I've been seeing a lot, man, and I know you've seen. I think you might even invest in it because earlier you mentioned affordable housing. How do you feel about the tiny home community?
Man, the tiny home community is something that's very valuable. Most of the investors, and then one of the investors that's actually did the tiny home community, we did a couple of deals prior to him getting into that. He told me what he wanted to do, when he was going to do it, and how he was doing it. And, nobody really was, I'm not going to say nobody believed in it, but nobody can see everybody's vision. Like your vision might be different from what my vision is, and you're locked in on your vision. You're going to make it happen. So now that's what he did. He made it happen. So he was able to, make that happen. And in my situation, I had to, he was able to get some nice money from me because I had to pivot because I was stretched too thin. So he got some free money from me. Let's just say that. But again, in this business, you have to prioritize yourself, and you can't stretch yourself too thin. Been there, done that, and that's how I know. When you start recognizing all these signs, like, okay, wholesaling ain't lasting forever. This is what's going on with the current market. The hedge funds came in. They own most of the properties in Atlanta, right? So every time a homeowner, you get on the phone with a homeowner or you're talking with a homeowner, the first thing they think is their property is going for this price.
Yep.
The funds came in and snatched and raised everything. Yep. See, I've been here before. The last market, right before the market crashed, I sold over 35 houses to a hedge fund, March of 2008. Over 35.
Man, the game, I never, at the time, I couldn't understand it, but now I do. Mm-hmm. And as time went past, because when we were going to the auctions, we were buying properties for 40, 50,000, hedge funds was paying 80, 90. But the game is a long-term game.
For them.
So when you're thinking about 7, 10 years down the road, that's where all the money's made. One of the things that I've done in my business in terms of pivoting is not trying to build something and sell it in 12 months or 24 months. I'm raising money for people to come hold these properties with me. Number one is, as a general contractor or the deal maker, I could still pay myself a fee. So like, let's just take Rockwell, for example. Give you a scenario on structuring it. What did you buy the land for?
$90,000.
What was the bill cost?
What was the actual bill cost? About $400.
Okay, about $400. So even at, you in it 5 or whatever with the bill cost, if you position it the right way and you charge a $50K fee, the idea would be to charge a $50K fee, have an equity partner come in on it so you get paid for the work that's done. Maybe give them 70%, you keep 30% on the back end and hold it for 5 years. Because even at $550K investment, you already know in 5 years, that house might be selling $800,000.
Easy.
But on the back end, even at 30% on a $200,000 profit is 60 grand. Mm-hmm. And that's how I think we got to start changing our mindset on how do we build wealth, but stop thinking about making that money in 12 months or 24 months when we can make what we need now for our work, and then on the back end make more money. I make more money when I do a deal for 7 years because I'm gonna make my money up front. Mm-hmm. I might not make 100, 150 up front, but if I can put 50, 60 in my pocket, and then on the back end have that other nut. Mm-hmm. But then also too, when you hold it, especially with somebody with money, when you hold it, look at what they're gonna save on taxes or being able to appreciate that asset.
Facts.
So it's about, I ain't gonna say reinventing it, but just restructuring how we do these deals.
Oh, most definitely. But again, second build, so it's all about, for me, is keeping the money coming in and to build more residual income.
Yep.
So that's kind of like my position, and that's where I was at. Wholesaling's kind of slowed down a little bit. I had a couple deals. I had some deals, some interesting deals that went left on me. But got to keep pushing, man. It's just that's the thing. You know, nobody want to talk about that side. Nobody want to talk about when things slow down, and got to keep pushing.
Got to keep pushing, man. And when the market slowed down on me in 2018, that's when I really started to kind of put these strategies in place, man. Because when I had in 18, I had 7 or 8 properties I couldn't sell.
Okay.
And I'm like, if I sold them, I would have lost money or broke even. But when you put so much work in a property, it's hard to take that L like that. But being in that situation, I had all these hard money loan payments I couldn't make because I was running out of money. So I got to a situation where I pretty much ran out of money. But with doing that and put myself in that situation, it's something about being in a hard situation. It forces you to think outside the box. So what it did was it forced me to think outside the box, and it forced me to go raise money. And what I found was that it's easier for me to raise money on a property I already have versus a property that I want to build, because people can see it and walk through it.
Right.
So when I start looking at, okay, I can get $250 on this property today, potentially, but in a few years I can get $350, I could just raise $50,000 to $75,000, have them come in and help me refinance it, and I put money in my pocket. And that's what happened, man. I got $50,000 to $75,000 of property, so I was able to put $300,000-$400,000 in my pocket, keep them joints. And then when COVID hit, it was like we already had inventory. So even the projections that we had on those properties went through the roof.
For sure.
Ooh, this is a tough shot, man. I don't want to chance it.
Yeah, man, live a little.
Yeah, I don't want to chance that.
Uh-oh.
Ooh, I tried to get it.
I'm going.
Get it from the back end.
Side.